As an athlete, I was a strong advocate for resistance band training. So when we came up with the idea to integrate resistance bands into clothing, it made perfect sense. I'm Keith Smart.
Why did you and Frank feel launching your product on Indiegogo is the best for physical clothes?
Yeah, because Indiegogo's team reached out to us from the very beginning, and they
discovered you.
They discovered us, and they understood what we were trying to do.
We started about 4 weeks ago. We started on August 11th.
Wow, you nervous?
No forgetting, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 2 days we couldn't even sleep.
There are a lot of different ways to be successful. So you want to have your product and you want to have an idea of like a prototype that works and kind of be somewhat later stage. If you're really early, I think it can be challenging because if I just have an idea, people won't believe that I can make my idea. So I need to have a prototype.
Yes. How many prototypes did you guys go through?
Wow, so the number of prototypes are countless. Initially, it started with Frank was sewing clothes,
By himself?
Yeah, he's really talented. Amazing.
It wasn't pretty. I mean, that's all you need at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like just something that's very messy, but at least it kind of works.
Then we started going around New York City's garment district and meeting with different manufacturers in the garment district. But unfortunately, in New York City, no one has the machines that can make the clothing that we need. So we were lucky to meet with the #1 activewear manufacturer in the world.
Yeah, do you want to?
So what makes it so difficult? Because of the fabric is different, or it's very hard to sort together?
It's complicated. Like the fabrics are unique, and then like the methodology of like joining the fabrics together is called flat lock stitching.
Yeah.
So having access to those machines are really expensive, and only like companies that do a lot of activewear manufacturing tend to have those machines.
And I think it's also really challenging to tell your story in a really clear way.
Yeah.
I think there's a temptation to think that if your idea is really good, it will just work on its own and you don't have to do any work. But what we've seen is even if your idea is great, you need to tell the story of your idea in a way that's very clear and makes sense to customers.
We've been rigorously testing our prototypes to make sure that our technology delivers results. And so far what we found was that wearing and working out with RX Active increases muscle activity by 23% and burns up to 14% extra calories.
Basically, that means with RX Active, you're able to have an enhanced workout in the same amount of time.
Right. And for our production,
Tell us a little bit about the video. How do you guys get the idea and make that happen?
We spent a couple of months brainstorming on the concept, how we wanted it to be like really authentic, and then also we spent a lot of time doing location scouting.
You did that yourself?
With the director, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we went around looking at different spots and like trying to figure out like what is gonna like kind of convey the right message to anyone that sees it.
正所谓磨刀不误砍柴工，为了一场成功的众筹 ，Keith 和 Frank 花了将近半年的时间做前期筹备。2015年8月11日 ，Physical 的运动裤终于在 Indiegogo 上亮相。而第一次参加众筹的紧张，恐怕也不亚于当年 Keith 参加奥运会的经历吧。
Okay, cool. Let's look at the numbers. We brought the total up to 199. Hopefully, by the end of the day, we can get to 130.
How often do you check the number?
Pretty much like every hour. Like I have the app on my smartphone, so I can just pull it out and I can check what the number is. The first day we reached our goal in about 24 hours. There's a lot of strategy that goes into planning a campaign. Like even before our product was out, we like collected people's emails, we like talked to people at gyms and stuff like that, and like got them excited about the product. And then as soon as we launched, we let all those people know, and then that's where like that peak came from. And then after that, it was kind of like organic traffic, just from people like learning about us and stuff like that. And then at the very end, there's also like another peak.
9月24日 ，Physical 众筹结束，总共卖出1500条阻力运动裤，筹到了148000美元，完成了原定目标的456%。
So far, we're really happy with the campaign. Feel pretty good.
you feel now American people are more believing entrepreneur, new stuff, and willing to give money to them?
I think so. There's a huge amount of excitement around the technology industry. Our community is really excited about participating in creating the future, and that's something that our audience gets excited about. And I think in general that is probably indicative of a cultural shift.
So why do you think crowdfunding platform is so helpful? Raise money?
Well, yeah, of course. That's the bottom line. Like, you need money. It helps like small, really early stage startups like us because it kind of helps you get money from your customers before you actually sell the product to them, which helps a lot with like manufacturing and stuff like that.
And it's also great to know that people want this product. Like, that's the most important thing is we have 1,000 backers, 1,500 orders. So it shows that there's a real demand for what we've created and that people want it. And I think it leads us to a great position when we're ready to fully launch our e-commerce site.
How do you feel?
I feel like this huge burden has been lifted, so now I feel like much less stressed.
A lot of work goes into fulfilling projects, and once projects start doing that, what we see is if business is on your mind, if you're looking to ambitiously start a business, that's where people go. But oftentimes it's a side project, oftentimes it's a side business, oftentimes it's like a fun family endeavor. There's all sorts of paths that people take after the Kickstarter campaign, and we always want to make sure to encourage all of them.
We're, very excited to move forward now.
We start shipping in November and everyone will have them by December. So right now, what we're focusing on is building out like our e-commerce site and then also production. So like making sure the production is ready. We're actually going to China next week to visit the factory. And then we're also going to start going to races, marathon races, and 10Ks and 5Ks, and setting up race booths there. And then lastly, it's having like brand ambassadors to like promote the products as well.
How do you want people to think about physicals in the future?
Well, Nike, became big with their running shoe, right? Under Armour became big with their, moisture-wicking T-shirt, and we want to become big with our resistance training leggings.
去年，一款星际电子游戏 Star Citizen 获得上万支持者超过9300万美金的筹款，而智能手表 Pebble Time 先后在2012年和2015年2次在 Kickstarter 上众筹，共获近4000万美金。如此惊人的经济效益、市场反应，恐怕是项目所有者和众筹平台都始料未及的。难怪不少行业巨头也纷纷将新产品和想法放到众筹平台上试水。众筹正在慢慢地改变着竞争市场的格局。
When I started, hardware was not a fun place to invest. I know a lot of investors and VCs who weren't excited because it was really risky. I think we've been, in some ways, a way to de-risk that.
It is a great way to do exactly what you said, which is to kind of like share your idea, and it's changing it in the way that the focus becomes a lot more about the product and the community, and kind of allowing that relationship to like really shape it in a really transparent and great way.
Can help people figure out there's consumer demand for a product long before they're in market, or 9 months, 6 months before they're in market. People often raise money and then leave us and they go raise venture capital so they can grow much faster. So we're speeding that cycle up where they can get access to more capital, grow more quickly. And hopefully we're also a way where people can not pursue ideas that are bad ideas. Just learn what doesn't work early.
不过，众筹真的是所有人都能玩转的游戏吗？想法好或者产品牛就能有人买单吗？下期创业美国为您揭秘如何玩转众筹。